And welcome to another episode of This Call May Be Recorded. I am your host, Zach Garside. I'm the CEO of Power Selling Pros. We are the company that coaches your CSRs to book more calls, wow more customers, and make more money. We want to help you turn your home service business into a people service business. Now, my friends, this is the show where we listen to recorded CSR phone calls and we coach them up live on the air. And as usual, I have a slate of phone calls to listen to with you today. But first, before we get into that, I want to share with you a couple of amazing stories that define what customer service is. Customer service is not a department in your company. It is not a cost. It is not an expense. It is a profit center. It is a way of being, thinking, acting, a philosophy, if you will. And I want to share with you a couple of stories that beautifully show us what customer service really is. Let me share my screen here with you. I hope you can all see it. Let's go slideshow. Okay, what you're looking at right here on my screen is a cake. A cake with a resume. This is Carly Blackburn's resume. Carly wanted to get a job at Nike. So she's sitting there with her friend thinking, how do I make myself stand out at Nike? And her friend goes, Nike's a creative company. You got to do something ridiculously creative. So what does she do? She puts her resume. She finds a store that makes cakes and you can put an image on the top, and she puts an image of her resume on the cake. And she times it so that she can get the cake delivered to the right team at the right time during Just Do It Day, which is a day where Nike has all kinds of mega stars come in and celebrate Nike. Now she needs to get the cake there. That's the problem. She can order the cake, she can make the cake, but she's got to get it in front of the right people. So she finds an Instacart driver. Instacart's where you can deliver groceries and meals and things of this nature. She finds an Instacart driver and asks the Instacart driver to pick up the cake from the grocery store and deliver it to the right people at Nike. Now, this is a tall order because you've got to get to Nike headquarters. You've got to find the right people to get the cake to. And this Instacart driver, her name is Denise. She gets the cake. She gets on the phone with Carly, and Carly is begging and pleading, please, I need you to get this to the right people. To which Denise says, Carly, I know how important this is to you, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. Now think about how powerful that is for a second. Denise is a driver for Instacart, not an employee of Instacart. She doesn't work for the company. She's an individual person who's on their list of drivers who picked up this cake. Could have very easily just walked up to the Nike headquarters, the bouncer, if you will, the guy sitting at the security gate and said, hey, here's a cake, get it to the right people, But instead, she literally called Carly and said, I'm going to do whatever it takes. So she gets out of her car with her baby in one hand, her newborn baby, and the cake in the other, and she scours the Nike campus looking for the right people to deliver this cake to. It's incredible. And she gets the job done. She later calls Carly and says, thank you so much for the opportunity to do that. I didn't realize my own potential. I didn't realize that I could go above and beyond like that. You really inspired me by giving me this job. Think about that for a second. Do your CSRs feel that way? Do they come to you and say, thank you, I didn't realize that I could reach my potential in a job like customer service? Denise was an Instacart driver. Your CSRs answer the phones for your company. It doesn't matter what the job is. You have an opportunity to show people what their potential is. You have an opportunity to inspire them to do whatever it takes. An absolutely amazing story from Carly here. This is the exact words from Denise. She said, Carly, I know this is important to you, and I will do whatever it takes to get this cake to where it needs to be. I absolutely love that story. This is a 5-star review one of our clients, RJ Keelty, got from a customer recently. And look at the parts that I've kind of boxed in red here. The customer says, as a new customer with RJ Keelty, I am elated with the service I received. The representative who scheduled my appointment fully explained all that I should expect during the service call in a professional, courteous manner, and was so thorough and knowledgeable that I decided to sign up for their membership program during that call. Wow. Look at that. First of all, you never see customers talk about the CSR on the review. That's rare in and of itself. But then the customer even says here, I decided to sign up for the membership program during that call. What an amazing review right here from this customer. And it all started with the CSR, the voice of the company, the first impression. Imagine how much more highly customers will think of you when they look at reviews if they see something like this. Not only was the technician courteous and professional, but the CSR was so amazing that I'm elated. I signed up for the membership program during that call. Awesome, awesome, awesome job by the CSRs over at RJ Keelty. This is what customer service does right here. It's a growth driver, a profit center for your business. This is Mark. Mark works at Albright's Mechanical. Mark books 97% of his calls right now, which in and of itself is also sensational. But it's not just about the number for Mark. Mark embodies customer service. He knows it's not just a home service business, it's a people service business. So when one of his customers who was purchasing a new AC unit requested the paperwork, he sent it to her digitally, but she couldn't figure out how to sign it. A little bit of an older woman who could not figure out how to get the paperwork signed digitally. It was completely messing with her. So Mark, what does he do? He doesn't say, well, yeah, let me know when you figured it out. Here's maybe a useless help article that I know you're not going to read. Mark printed the paperwork for the customer, and on his way home from work, he drove it to her house to help her sign it in person. Which, again, you book 97% of your calls, great. Now, he's taking it to the next level. He's literally delivering the paperwork in person to help this customer. But he takes it even further than that. While he's there, Mark recognizes that the water heater in this customer's home is ancient. It's super old and needs replacing. So he says to her, hey, I actually have some plumbers, some estimators that could come out and give you a quote on a new water heater as well. Would you like me to get somebody out here? And she said, that would actually be amazing. So he sends out an estimator. This estimator sells a $2,000 water heater in addition to the new air conditioning unit that the customer bought. Mark embodies customer service, books 97% of his calls because his customers love him, makes it a point to sell a water heater on his drive home from work as he's delivering the paperwork for the new air conditioning unit. I want you to imagine with me for a moment, what would your business be like? How would it change if each of your CSRs saw themselves the way Mark sees himself? What if each of your CSRs saw their opportunity the way Mark sees his, to do more than simply answer phones, but to serve customers, to create wow experiences for them? What if your CSRs were like the person at RJ Keelty who was so thorough and knowledgeable that customers just sign up for maintenance plans on the phone before a technician has even come out? Imagine if your CSRs were like Denise, delivering a cake to Nike for Carly and telling her, I'm going to do whatever it takes, as opposed to, well, we don't give prices over the phone, or we don't have that information in the office. I just work in the office. I'm not a technician. I'm just a delivery driver. I couldn't get it to the right people at Nike for you. No, it wasn't any of that. It was, I'm going to do whatever it takes. Think about how your business would change if people had that mindset. That is what customer service is all about, my friends. With that said, we got to look at some more examples today. I've got 4 phone calls, as usual, for us to listen to. Some that embody what customer service is. Some that might need a little bit of help. Are you guys ready to listen to these calls? Hit the comment section. Tell me where you're tuning in from today. Tell me what... tell me if you're ready to listen to some of these phone calls with me today. All right, here we go. I've got phone call number 1 teed up. Let's play it now.
Thank you for calling. How may I help you? Hi, I'm calling to see if anyone's available to this afternoon to come out to my house. My power went out last night and the air conditioning won't come back on.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Oh,
The power
no.
went out
Oh,
last night.
goodness.
Well, we can definitely help you with that. Who am I speaking with?
Nice.
Uh,
Okay. So what's going on with the system? So after the power went out, were you able to check like breakers and GFI circuits just to see if anything tripped?
oh, okay. I'm actually home in Pennsylvania and it's my boyfriend living in the house. So I don't know. I can tell him to check the breakers and see and if
That's always something, just a quick check you can do, especially after a power outage. Sometimes either the breakers or if you have any GFI circuits, sometimes those can trip. So those are always two, good things just to kind of do a quick glance at. But in the meantime, we could definitely get you set up here to see what's going on and get that system cooling for you again. Now, is this just one system that heats and cools the home, or
Okay, so far this is really fantastic. I would maybe avoid some of the technical jargon she got into there because the customer doesn't know what you're talking about. But she does a fantastic job at the beginning saying, "Oh goodness," right? Empathizing with that problem, that challenge of power outage and air conditioner not working, and then saying, "We can definitely help you." Absolutely love that phrase. And then she asks for more info. Tell me a little bit more about what's going on. Welcome from Top Tech Mechanical, my friends in Kennesaw, Georgia. So she does an excellent job there. Again, maybe avoid some of the technical jargon because most customers have no idea what you're talking about. Just check for some of those things. Customer's not going to check for anything. That's why they're calling you. Other than that, though, excellent call so far. Let's keep listening.
or is it for a particular floor in the home?
No, it's one system.
Okay, one system. Okay, gotcha. All right. And then, did he say like the thermostat was blank?
I don't believe that it's blank because
Okay.
he said it was 77 degrees.
Okay, so he could see ready. Yeah, if he could, like after he checks all that, just make sure that he turns the unit off and puts the fan on. That way, if it's freezing up anywhere, that'll actually help it thaw out just in case it's frozen anywhere. And as far as for scheduling, did you want us to coordinate that with your boyfriend, or just do you want our dispatchers to contact you as far as for availability?
Just contact me.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so far, pretty good call. Pretty good call. I like where the CSR is going. She's asking tons of questions, which is super beneficial. You guys know how I love questions. So let's go to call number 2 here. I'm actually going to change my microphone so that I don't have to hold the mic up to the computer the whole time. All right, here goes. Phone call number 2.
Thank you for calling. This is, may I help you?
Hi, I wanted to schedule my maintenance.
Sure.
Sure.
And are you at,
I am.
all right. Let's see here. And what day were you looking for someone to come out to you?
Well, I'd like to do Thursday morning, but also I would like to have the pump replaced on my air conditioner, the one that pumps out to the drain outside. And I don't care if it's not covered under my service contract. I want a new pump.
We got some dead air.
Okay, so let's do, Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Okay, I have Thursday morning between 8 and 11,
Perfect.
and we want the pump replaced.
Yes.
All right, Thursday is July 21st, between 8 and 11. And
I will
we're
be
gonna
here.
To replace the pump.
Yes.
All right? All right,
All right.
see you then.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. Bye, bye-bye.
All right, I need anyone who has watched this show before, to write in the comment section the 4 keywords that I'm looking for on every single phone call. The 4 words that describe what a phone call should be. Because this phone call, while it was okay, it got booked, It did not match this description. I need someone to tell me the 4 words. I know someone's on here who's watched this before. We've got a few people on. It starts with the word more. Do I have to tell you guys? Do I have to say it? Every phone call that you take needs to be more than a transaction. Has to be more than a transaction. That call was a transaction. There we go. Heather came in. Thank you, Heather. I wonder if there's a delay between what I'm saying and what you're hearing. More than a transaction. That call was purely transactional. It was just, yeah, okay, we can book that call for you. Not even. I was actually kind of disappointed that the CSR didn't acknowledge that the customer's willing to pay extra. Did you catch that? How the customer said, I don't even care if it's more than what I'm paying for the plan. You should acknowledge that. You should say, all right, well, we can definitely help you out. Reassure the customer, build trust that you've got their back. Missed an opportunity there, I think. It's got to be more than a transaction. Let's look at another phone call. Here we go.
Thank you for calling. To make you smile today.
This is Susan calling. I'm just wondering about service to my furnace air conditioner.
Oh, okay.
You were
Gotcha. Are you on our
supposed to come
schedule?
today? Yes,
Okay.
I'm on your schedule for the 3rd time.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay.
This is a customer in pain. Do you hear the tone of the voice there? I'm on your schedule for the 3rd time. This customer is hurting. She's upset. You've got to be able to perceive that. You've got to be able to hear in the tone of voice that something's not right. She's struggling. She's stressed. She's feeling pain. And as a CSR, you've got to reassure her. That's the word of the day. Reassure. We can definitely help you out. I'm glad you gave us a call. Let's get this taken care of for you as soon as we can. Reassure the customer. Don't just gloss over those moments where you know they're in pain, where they're telling it to you, even if they're not telling it to you. We all have conversations with people where they say, oh, I'm fine. But in their voice, in their eyes and presence, you can tell they are not fine. They are not okay. They need you to care, to reassure them that everything's going to be all right. Customers are emotional. We are driven by emotion. We make decisions based on emotion. It is only after we've made a decision that we justify it with logic. But the decision is made based on how we feel every single time. So you've got to make this customer feel sufficiently reassured that you can help, that you've got their back, and that everything's going to work out. Because her tone of voice right here tells me she is hurting. She's in pain. You got to address that.
Let me go ahead and put you on a brief hold. I just walked in this morning, so let me get with my dispatcher and see what's going on, okay?
No. It's
Okay.
not about you. It's not about you. I just walked in this morning. Who cares? I don't mean that in a rude way. I literally mean that. Who cares that you just walked in? If I'm a customer who's in pain like this customer is with that tone of voice, you know, that this is the 3rd time I've been on the schedule. I need some help. My air conditioner's not working. I don't want you to tell me you just got in this morning, because what that tells me is this is going to take a lot longer than you want. This is going to be a friction-filled experience. I just walked in this morning. Let me go see what's going on. It's not about you. It's about them. Ask them what's going on. How long has this been happening for? We can definitely help you with that. May I put you on a brief hold so that I can go check with my team on the schedule for the day? That's all you need to say. And the customer will feel more confident that you're helping them because you've put them on hold. You've told them why you're putting them on hold. But they don't want to be told, I just walked in for the day, so I need to see what's going on. That tells me you don't know how to help me. Not a fan of that phrase. All right, now we're on hold.
Hey, still there?
Yeah,
Hey, perfect. Okay, so I do have you on my schedule today, but I do want to just be fully transparent with you. Sounds like we were at 107 yesterday with the heat, and so we've actually got a lot of no cooling calls that have pushed over into today. Mondays are typically pretty hectic with that warmer weather. Would a middle of the weekday be a better day to do that morning appointment for you?
I don't know, you tell me. This is the third time, now we're going to the fourth time?
Yeah, I apologize. I know I was just looking in
The customer said it. I don't know. You tell me. Was what the city star saying true? Yes, of course. Yeah, sure, it's true. We're booked. We have a busy schedule. We're out till next Wednesday. Is that helpful? No, that's not helpful. That doesn't do anything to help the situation, help the customer feel better. Look, if you have a busy schedule, other reputable companies in your area also have a busy schedule. It makes no sense to tell the customer, hey, we're really busy. We've got lots of no cool calls. Translation, you don't matter enough, customer. You are not important enough to get service. You are just another number, another item on my list to check off. That might not be what you mean, but that is what they hear when we approach it that way. So we've got to be more than a transaction here. We have to be. Let's see where this goes next. Oh man, hold on.
typically to do that morning.
I don't know, you tell me. This is the third time, now we're going to the fourth time?
Yeah, I apologize. I know I was just looking in there and I was like, man.
I wish I had never, signed up for a plan with you.
Oh!
You're not able to fulfill the plan.
Oh!
Yeah, and I super
So
apologize.
I
Ouch!
totally break down and
Oh!
I don't know.
Oh!
I'll call you back, bye.
Oh!
Okay, goodbye.
Oh! Oh man, that was hard. That one's hard. Oh, it was hard to listen to. Okay, first things first. Before I come off too harsh, I empathize with the CSR in this situation. The CSR is obviously working in a difficult system. Something non-customer centric is happening there, and people don't rise above the level of what is it? People don't rise to the level of their motivation; they fall to the level of their systems, something like that. So I empathize with the CSR in this situation. That said, you got to fight for the customer. You've got to fight for the customer. This customer is a part of your membership. They have a plan with you, which they just told you point blank, I wish I hadn't signed up for it because you can't fulfill on it. There is no greater indictment on your business than that. I don't care how busy you are. Everyone's busy. Everyone is busy when it's 107 degrees outside. Don't act like you're unique. Don't act like the customer owes you their patience because you're busy. You have a business to run. You have people to serve. And so when someone says, I wish I hadn't signed up for your plan because you can't fulfill, that's the worst feedback you could possibly get is regret. Customer regrets that they worked with you. That's just bad. I'm not going to pin that all on the CSR either. That CSR is working in a system that needs some help for sure. If nothing else, look, I get that you're busy. I get that it's 107 degrees outside, but the customer doesn't get that. They don't care. They need help. And as long as we're telling them, hey, look, we're booked out till Wednesday. I know this is the fourth time we've had to schedule this for you. As long as you're talking to them that way, they're going to give their business to someone else. I mean, that customer literally is. That customer has a maintenance plan with you and they're still calling someone else. Unacceptable. You've got to tell the customer, hey, Ms. Jones, First of all, you've done the right thing by reaching out to let us know and give us this feedback. It is not acceptable for us to have a customer like you on a maintenance plan and fail to serve you this many times. So I deeply apologize for all the mess ups, but I'm telling you right now, I'm going to make it my top priority to get you taken care of. Let's get you on the schedule. Here's what I want to do. I want to put you on my urgency list. The urgency list gives you faster service. When a technician finishes early in your area or another customer reschedules, we will move you up until we're able to get out there as quickly as possible. In order to get you on the urgency list, I do need to book a firm time in the calendar, and I have something available on Wednesday at noon. I know that Wednesday is not ideal and you need to get this taken care of as soon as possible, but Wednesday will serve as a placeholder so that we can get someone out there sooner if that spot opens up. Can I book you on my urgency list and also confirm this appointment on Wednesday to get you on that list? Is the customer going to be elated with that response? Of course not. They want service right now, but at least you're focusing on what you can do as opposed to what everyone else is doing, which is, hey, we can't get out there till Wednesday. There's nothing helpful about that at all. If the customer says no, offer to be the backup plan. Hey, I understand the sense of urgency. What if we do this, Ms. Jones? What if we are your backup plan? So we'll book you for Wednesday and we'll have you on our urgency list so that when something opens up sooner, we move you up. In the meantime, though, if you find something else, just give us a call. We'll take you off the schedule. I don't want you to have to lose this appointment, though, and wait longer for somebody else. When we're busy, other reputable companies are also busy. Can I book this appointment for you and we'll be your backup plan? The point is to focus on what you can do. If you have a customer in this situation and you're looking for a script that's going to help you make them 5-star happy, it's not going to happen. We've already passed that point. If you wanted to get a 5-star review and make them happy, you get it done the first time, recognizing that they're a maintenance plan customer. You don't make them call on for a 4th time to get a schedule. So we're beyond a 5-star experience at this point. Now we're kind of like dealing with collateral damage. So focus on what you can do for them. Be reassuring, caring, empathetic, be a great listener. Fight for them. Show them that you're going to fight for them. When that customer at the end of the call says, you know what, forget it, I'll call you if I need you. They mean that, but there's also a little bit of hope there in the customer's mind that you're going to fight for them, that you're going to jump in there at the last minute and say, you know what, hold on, Ms. Jones, let me make this right for you. It's got to be more than a transaction. You got to demonstrate Mark level customer service, who prints the paperwork for a new air conditioner and drives it to the customer's house, sells a water heater while he's at it. It's got to be Denise level customer service, reassuring that customer, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get you taken care of. It's got to be RJ Keelty level customer service, where you're so thorough, so knowledgeable, so helpful that customer wants to sign up for the membership on the phone with you. Not the opposite, where they literally say, I wish I hadn't signed up for your membership. This is what our business stands on. It has to be customer service. We're going to do whatever it takes to serve you to make sure that you're happy and successful as a customer. And with that, my friends, thank you for joining me for episode 36 of This Call May Be Recorded. We weren't able to get to call number 4 today. That's okay, though. I feel like we got some great value out of this. If you have feedback on the show or you want us to play your calls, send me an email. Send a message to Zachary@powersellingpros.com. We'd love to feature your phone calls on the show and coach you up. If you have feedback as well on what we can do to make the show better for you, or if you have an idea for a guest we should have on, send an email to Zachary@powersellingpros.com. All that said, I hope you have an amazing weekend. Go out there and wow some customers.